Hello everybody, welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. My name is Jake. Today we are going to be busy. I got 2 phone calls yesterday. Actually, one yesterday and one today. First phone call was from my buddy who is the excavator operator, and he let me know that the big excavator machine is going to be dropped off in the woodyard at some point this week because they have a little bit of lull in their day-to-day work and they can kind of squeeze in the woodyard expansion project. Then this morning I got a call from a new IBC tote source that I'm going to be sourcing some IBC totes from, and they said that they have 4 empty ones ready to go for me. They just started grinding mulch this year for the first time. Called them a couple weeks ago, tried to be the first one in there. Early bird gets the worm, and it sounds like I was, because they called me saying that they got them for me and come pick them up as soon as possible because a bunch of other people have called since I called. So I just walked down here to the International Hook Lift truck. We got 2 empty IBC totes on the back from a delivery I did a while back. And we're gonna use this thing to pick up the 4 IBC totes. It's just easier than hooking up the trailer and everything like that. This truck is actually gonna be going in to get that kingpin thing resolved. If you remember a bunch of videos back, I found some issues with the kingpins and the steering on this truck, so it's getting new kingpins and a little bit of love. So we're gonna get this puppy fired up, empty these totes, grab some new totes, and then we're probably going to wrap up the day by doing some more tree work in the back here. We got a couple more trees we want to get down before the excavator gets here for the final expansion to the woodyard. So here we go. All right guys, we just got those 2 unloaded off the International. Now I just wanted to go down and count how many totes we actually have filled, because I am running dangerously low on empty totes. I was stacking up some wood that we had split in the dump trailer yesterday, and I noticed that I basically pulled my last 2 empty totes out of the back area over there, so I needed to get these off anyway. So this call for the fresh IBC totes couldn't have come at a better time. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. These are the ones I was working on filling the other day and will definitely be filled. We have all this wood left still, but we won't count them yet. So we're at 41. And then these are bundle totes back here. So we have 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49 full totes of firewood. We have a kindling tote right there. We have another kindling tote to the left and a scrap, or the chunky pieces for me to burn over there. So we have 49. These two will put us over 50. And then over there, one that I didn't count was another chunk tote for me and Sarah to burn in the wood stove. So we're looking pretty good. I don't think I've ever had 50 totes. I mean, those, I'm gonna finish stacking this trailer today. So we're gonna be at 51, at least 51 full totes today. And it is April 3rd. So I don't think I've ever had that many full totes going into, you know, spring / summer, which is great. A lot of this stuff is oak and species that take a little bit longer to dry, which is why I've been pushing so hard all winter to acquire this stockpile, which is great. So I'm super excited for that. It looks like I'm in the shade there because of the brim of my hat, but I'm super excited for that. Let me know in the comments below how many cords, you know, you guys have ready going into the, you know, for next year. So let's see, let's say 50 totes divided by 3. I don't know, you do the math. That's, I don't know. I can't do math right now, but that's a bunch of firewood, so that's great. Okay guys, so we are back. I forget where I left off. I think I was going to pick up the 3 totes, or 4 totes. I only got 3. They only had 3 for me, but they said they'll have more for me soon. They will definitely give me a call back. They're very happy with how fast I went and got there. Since I've been back, I've been running around like crazy, trying to get everything ready for when Chris gets here. I'm about to run and go get the chipper, but let me show you what I've kind of done. So basically I moved, rearranged some totes. Well, actually, start off, I finished stacking the dump trailer with what I had in it before I showed you. I ended up getting like 3 full bundle totes and I think 3 full bulk totes. I put those down at the end. Everything, as you know, is kind of in chronological order. I just moved a bunch of the totes that were right in this area to over on this side of this white oak tree because we're hoping to get this one down today. So basically, this white oak, this maple, there's a little skinny black birch right there, and there's another big white oak over there, another skinny hickory, another skinny black birch, and then maybe we'll see this big black oak and this big tulip. All these, they're big like forest trees, so they really don't have too much brush on them. I mean, this maple probably has the most amount of brush on it, and it's all, you know, smaller stuff that we can easily feed through the chipper. A lot of really good firewood on all these trees, so they're definitely going to go to use. And basically what that would do is, since I've, you know, had some time since we initially cut down all these trees to like look here and kind of like figure things out, what I'm thinking is that if that white oak, a multi-stem white oak, was gone and this white oak was gone, I could extend the width of the road to encompass where all of these little stumps are up here and make it a lot wider for IBC tote storage. I could potentially go double wide with the IBC totes down there, as I have done in here. By getting rid of this maple, it'll obviously open up the driveway pretty well. So I really like the idea of making everything a little bit wider, and these trees have a lot of big dead in them anyway, as does this big white oak. It has like 3 really big dead leaders in it. That little hickory is dead. That black birch, who cares? It'll be good firewood. This black oak right here really only has like 3 big branches up at the top of it and a ton of amazing firewood. Oak isn't my favorite because it takes longer to dry, but by opening up all these trees here, we'll get a lot more sun. And it would kind of continue on my, you know, big horseshoe thing. And I think I could definitely, depending on how we lay things out, I could definitely get my trailer and truck in here and drive and turn around. This big tulip, again, it's just kind of encroaching on the edge here. So if we got rid of this one, we could push back this corner, you know, 10, 15 feet, which would be huge. So I think that's the plan. I am going to go run and get the chipper, and then Chris should be here, and we're gonna start getting ropes and trees and getting these things on the ground. While I was on my way back from picking up the totes, I happened to run into the owner of the big Volvo excavator that's gonna be dropped off this week, and he said it should be here tomorrow. So after that, it's basically fair game whenever Shane wants to come over and start doing all this stuff. So I mean, potentially we could have this area cleared, leveled, graded by the end of the week. I also spoke to the guy today. He called me back with the asphalt millings, same guy that brought in all these millings here first time, and he said that he has a job coming up in May in the town over from mine, which was basically the same thing that happened last time, and he would be happy to dump all the millings here again. So everything today just kind of lined up between the IBC totes, the excavator, the millings. It's all fallen into place, but we got to get going. So enough chit chat, enough talking. I'm gonna put the camera down, go grab the chipper, and then we're gonna be dropping trees. Stay tuned. Okay guys, we are back. I think the first culprit is gonna be this maple here. Now my plan is to get a rope up in there. I'm gonna bring the rope down, send it to a block on one of these stumps here as a redirect, and then we'll attach the other end to the tractor. The tractor will drive up the hill, pull the tree over this way, basically boxing it towards the big white oak stump back there in the background. That way all the brush will be facing the right way. Back the chipper up and should have plenty of room to get everything all cleaned up. So Chris isn't here yet, but he should be here momentarily. Here we go. Got it. It's called a running bowline. Pull on this side, and it pulls the knot all the way up. So, I don't know if you can see all the way up there. There's my knot. Just pull it all the way up, top of the tree, and should have plenty of rope here to pull the tree over. Okay guys, so as you can see, I got the rope up in the tree, down to the block, to the front of the tractor for pulling. What I'm gonna do here is called your 5-step felling method. And basically, what you're able to do is that you're able to fell a tree and cut it without, and get it to fall, basically, without physically being underneath it. Which it's great if you have a machine to pull or a bunch of guys to help pull as well. So I'm gonna explain how you do that. All right, well, Chris just decided to show up, so we can still do the 5-step felling method. I was gonna show him how I could fell this without physically being underneath it.
All right, I'll just stand back and watch you do.
Well, I mean, I could still do it, but it would be easier if you were on the tractor. Just the only guys, the only difference here, I'll still do the same exact cut and everything. The only difference here, instead of me being the one cutting and pulling it on the tractor, like I could do that, but I would just have to cut it and then walk away and then get on the tractor. But we will simulate it, and you know what I mean?
Yep. He's going to make his cut, the 5-step felling procedure. He's going to back away, and once he is free and clear, I will pull.
Yeah, and this is a good opportunity because I don't know if you guys can tell or hear, but it's pretty windy. I mean, this tree is basically pretty straight up and down, has a little bit more weight, I'd say, going to the right, which is where we want it. But I'll show you how to do that. Basically, we're going to make our box, our notch. I'm going to bore cut in up to our box, leave some hinge wood, bore cut back, leave a back strap, make an offset, a bypass cut below that bore cut, which will leave a strap of wood, and then at which point I can walk away from the tree. Chris can pull it with the tractor and the whole tree will fall over. So it'll be easier to understand if I just do it. So here we go. It's oozing a ton of sap. Yeah, it's all over camera here. How are you guys? All right, that's better. So as you can see, it is running a ton of sap. Let's taste that. Oh yeah, it's sweet. So I made my back cut, or not my back cut, my notch, my felling notch. Wow, this thing is really pouring. Yeah, that's why we wear helmets. Something came down and actually hit me in the head, a little dead piece. But all right, here we go. So now I'm gonna make my bypass cut. Okay, guys, so as you can see, the tree was leaning in the favorable direction. So basically when I made that back strap, I could have made it a little bit lower to leave a little bit more wood, but basically you wanna come in, you can see where I stopped my cut here. I bypassed it by just a little bit on the bottom there, and I was able to step back. I don't know if Chris got that on a different camera, but he barely even had to pull that tree. It was kind of leaning in the right direction. So
honestly, it didn't much at all. It started going.
It started going. Yeah. So that one wasn't a perfect example, but basically you guys get the gist. You're able to leave a really nice strap of holding wood for your hinge there. And then, you know, you can make this back cut. In theory, the tree would still stay up. And then I could have ran over to the tractor if Chris wasn't here and gave it a little pull to snap just this holding wood all right here. So as you can see, this tree was really producing a bunch of sap still. So now we got to mark this puppy up with the Mingo marker, get it all brushed up or brushed out and chipped up. Here we go. Okay guys, we got that first one all cleaned up. Opens up this area quite a bit. This big boy is the next one. We got a rope in it again, going to a redirect. Chris is gonna take this green line and run it down the road. And we're gonna get this one to come back this way, right towards the block. Here we go. Nice big box in it. Here we go. Good job. All right. Guys, that couldn't have gone any better. Look at all of this holding wood. That thing peeled out. That's like a good 3 feet of holding wood on that hinge there. And look at where this thing landed. Right exactly where we wanted it. Couldn't have gone any better. That was perfect. All the brush for the most part is out on the asphalt millings, and we're not gonna even have to deal with this big butt log. I'll just let him come back here with the excavator and he can move it out for me. So we'll clean up all this mess, keep going. That went really well. Good job, Chris. Mr. Cheesecake.
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
It's open.
It's definitely more open.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess it's hard to kind of tell on the camera here, but I'll try and find a screen grab of like when we first started, or when it was first complete. I mean, I think there's just like a little tiny pocket of light, like right here.
It was like a splinter that went down over over the
Speak up.
It was like a splinter that went down all the way to like the full wood yard. But
Yeah.
now you can almost land a helicopter in here.
Yeah, Andrew Camerata, if you ever get a helicopter, feel free to come down here. Yeah, guys, so what did we take down? We took down 3?
Today, yeah.
3 today. So a lot of nice white oak wood. We are saving, you know, down to about like, you know, 8-inch or so. Save for firewood. The rest is just getting chipped up. We definitely want to take down this 3-stem one over here. We're gonna get this little black birch down, and then definitely this tulip, maybe this black oak right here, this big bean pole there. But I think we're getting there.
Yeah,
we're getting there. The machine, I think, should be delivered tomorrow or the following day, or sometime this week for sure. So we want to have all this done before that happens. But yeah, I don't know. This video might continue tomorrow. Okay, guys, we are back as promised the next day. Chris is here. We are going to hopefully get the rest of these trees down. I just wanted to show you something quick. Boom. Volvo in the house at the Dude Ranch. Here's the excavator, the machine. It has arrived. I believe this is a Volvo like 115. I could be mistaken. Let's see, it doesn't even say anymore. So I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. But I think it's like a 115. I think he said it's like a I don't know, 30,000 pounds? I don't know. 30 ton? Not really sure. If anybody knows, let me know. But this is the machine. It's going to do the woodyard stuff. Should make pretty quick work of it. Last time they had 2 much smaller machines. So hopefully I can get a little footage. Okay, guys, first culprit for day 2 is this multi-stem white oak. We're going to be going for... Oh, there, Chris just got a throw ball. I don't know if you can see that, but there it is. We're going to be doing this one on the right first. So we're going to get a rope up in it and then drop that and then drop the one on the left, or left and then right. All right, guys, we got that first one all cleaned up along with a bunch of little saplings in the birch. Got this second half of it tied off to the rope. Log pile is getting pretty big, but we got a little bit more room, so we're gonna fill her up. All right, guys, next one is this big black oak, the big bean pole. Got a rope in it, and we're gonna be shooting it for the road going up to the backyard. It's pretty tall, so it's probably gonna land somewhere in and around here. We were gonna try and get it to go to the left, like going this way, but this other oak is kind of in the way, so we're gonna go right across the woodyard. Beautiful. Look at that. Landed right where I said. Nice hinge. It's pretty dead nuts. Plenty of holding wood. You guys get the drill. I have done this a couple times before. All right, let's get it cleaned up. It's a lot of nice firewood. Well, guys, we have gotten to the point that we can finally say we've just got one more tree. It's a big one, not too much brush. We've gotten most of the wood out of here. Chris and I are both pooped, but it looks good and it'll be ready for when they start. We have a hell of a pile of firewood here. Lot. This is a lot more than we had last time. And we're gonna add to it a little bit with this big tulip, or poplar, as some of you folks down south call them. So we're gonna get this one on the ground. Well, guys, that's a wrap. Got it down. And just got to get a little bit of brush cleaned up. So, what do you have to say for yourself?
There you have it.
There you have it.
That's it. This is going to make a lot of room for us. It's going to be nice being able to get the totes off the driveway, possibly put in a bulk bin of some kind. I don't know. Maybe we have to make a whole nother shelter for us too.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but we only have like 4 or 5 empty totes right now. So we're going to need a lot more totes.
Yeah. If anybody wants to give us some, you know who
let
to
us
call.
know. Hopefully everybody starts making mulch soon and we're swimming in totes and split firewood. But we're going to get this one cleaned up. We are pretty tired.
Oh, yeah.
So, hell of a lot better than climbing them, though.
Oh, yeah. Whole lot better. There was a couple I thought we might have had to climb, but the way that we strategically dropped things made it work out in our favor.
Exactly. So, that's the name of the game. All right, guys. Over and out for now.
Wow. It looks good.
So Sarah just got home and is coming down and hasn't seen any of what Chris and I have been doing.
You guys did a lot. You did this just today and yesterday?
Yeah. Well, and that one third day. But yeah, wow. I just counted the stumps. Impressive. I counted 26 stumps.
So what you guys just dropped them?
Yeah, we didn't have to climb a single one. We dropped them all. And you saw the pile of logs that we had from the first day. This is the pile we have from now, and there's still some out there in the woods.
Wow.
But
so this is all gonna be flat in part of the wood yard?
Yep. Did you see the machine out in the front of the driveway?
Yeah, I did.
It's a little bigger than the last one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We're not messing around this time.
Not messing around.
So
wow.
Plenty of room for activities.
Plenty of room.
We can have even bigger woodyard parties now.
Yeah, maybe even a barn one day.
Yeah, maybe even a barn one day. So.
Wow, looks good. Good job.
All right, high five. All right, guys, so that's pretty much gonna wrap this one up. As I said, I just counted 26, trees, the size that I could actually count. Got Pipsqueak over here. So yeah, it was definitely a lot of work. Chris had to take off and deal with his dogs and stuff and get dinner going, which I'm pretty sure we have to do the same. I hear Gus whimpering up on the electric fence. But It was a lot of work. Definitely a lot of work still ahead of us, but that work is not going to be done by me. It's mostly going to be done by Shane with the big excavator and everything. A lot of work ahead of us with this massive pile of wood. So we got some really exciting news today. I'm not going to share it quite yet, but it's definitely, I think, going to help with the whole firewood splitting situation. And you know, just a lot of things in the works right now, going into the summer months, the busy months, but the channel's been growing, and that all, you know, helps. So we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up in the future, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try and get as much footage, I'm gonna say it right now, I'm gonna try and get as much footage as I can with Shane on the excavator, but the issue is he's coming on a Friday and I have the day off work, he has the day off work, it's a holiday coming up. And I'm going to be doing a side job, so I'm not going to be here. I'm hoping to get some footage. Maybe Sarah can come down, get a little bit of footage for you guys if she isn't too busy. But yeah, so yeah, so we'll see what we get as far as the whole excavator front. I know I didn't really capture a lot of it the first time the excavator came to do the initial woodyard thing. This machine's a lot bigger. I really wish I was going to be here to watch, to be quite honest. So we'll see, but for now, guys, we're gonna do one last little look around. I mean, we have probably ostensibly almost doubled the size, the working area of the woodyard out here. It is at least double the width, not quite the length, but we're gonna make the road a lot bigger too with that taper, so I'm super excited, and you guys will be along for the ride. So as always, guys, if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel out immensely, more than you would ever know. If you could also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Any questions, comments, or feedback, throw it down in that comment section. But for now, I'm Jake.
I'm Sarah.
This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys here next time.